Our next inductee into the Ohio Basketball Hall of Fame is Tom Rettig. Tom grew up in Lima, Ohio, and graduated from Bowling Green in 1967. Tom quickly made his mark in coaching high school athletics, including the baseball, football, tennis teams at various schools in the greater Dayton area. He was the head coach of the boys team at Holland Springfield High School in 72 to 76, Oregon Cardinal Stritch from 76 to 79, and then assistant coach at Tipp Canoe in 1979 to 82. After the 1981-82 season, Tom became the girls' coach at Tipp Canoe for 23 years, where he achieved major success. Tom's Tipp City girls reached the state Final Four 2 years in a row, advancing as state runner-up in 86 and returning to the Final Four in 1987. Tom received numerous accolades during his 52-year coaching career, including the Ohio High School Athletics Sportsmanship, Ethics, and Integrity Award in 1998, the Paul Walker Award of Ohio High School Basketball Coaches Association Outstanding Coach of the Year in 2005, and induction to the Ohio Basketball Coaches Hall of Fame in 2009. He was named to the Tipp Canoe Hall of Fame in 2017. Tom was a strong advocate for girls' game of basketball. Overall, Tom compiled 418 wins as a varsity coach and also built a family legacy with his wife, Ann, his high school sweetheart. Please join me in welcoming Tom Rettig to the Ohio Basketball Hall of Fame.
I have 3 comments to make before I give my 25-minute speech. First of all, there's no N in my last name. Okay, it's E-T-T-I-G, okay? So I have to clear that up. My father's looking down on us, and he's thinking, Sonny, you screwed that one up, didn't you? Secondly, I'm not Ann, okay, so we're good with that one. And thirdly, there's 4 grandchildren here that are very upset with me. Actually, they're upset with my wife because she wrote all this. She's my publicist. So they're all 20 years and above, starting with the baby of the family, Madeline, and working our way up to Alexandra, then to Caitlin, and then to Zachary. So the great-grandson got his name in the program, and they didn't, so they're concerned. When this class was announced, one of my friends texted me, and they asked the question, when was I being indicted? Thank God for autocorrect. I am so proud to be part of this profession. 52 years of coaching in some capacity, and it's just been a very interesting career. Basketball has introduced me to many coaching greats. I started working camps way back when with Don Donaher at the University of Dayton and Darrell Hedrick at Miami University. And by the way, Darrell and I share the same birthday. It was yesterday, June 9th. And that got me to work summer camps in the Pocono Mountains with Harry Litwack of Temple and all people that you've probably never heard of. Bill Foster, who was at Utah at the time. And they introduced me or recommended me, and I got to work John Wooden's camp, whose name was referred to a few moments ago. And I got to work the great John Wooden's camp for 3 years at California Lutheran College and Pepperdine University. It was quite a feat to sit and listen as a young coach to these great coaches and many others. And you know, it becomes more than basketball when you start to think about the fraternity, so to speak, of coaches throughout the state of Ohio and then throughout the country as well. And you know, staying up late at night, diagramming X and O, and that was all great. Strategy talking was great. You know, you got Ted Dixon and Jim Osborne in the audience here, to name just 2 people. And you know, sharing knowledge was great, but you still had to really realize that this is your master's degree in coaching. I've only got a minute left. That sounds like Jim Valvano a few years ago. This has consumed my life. It takes assistant coaches. It takes managers, administrative assistants, janitors, bus drivers, all the people that, I sat on top and they were doing all the work. And of course it takes players. And I was blessed with a lot of good players, and I'm blessed with a lot of kids that over the years that bought into what I was trying to do. I'm a man of many quotes, and Coach Wooden, one of his favorite was, the harder you work, the more luck you'll have. And his second one in the next 15 seconds was, ability might get you to the top, but it takes character to keep you there. And I spoke with Campy Russell a little bit ago before they went out to take his big picture, but we talked about that a little bit. But I think tonight it's like you think of dreams fulfilled. I was a dreamer. I was a goal-oriented person over the years. I realized none of them would have been possible without the support of my family. To them, I really owe everything. I really honestly do. I hope they've enjoyed the journey that we've been on for this 60-plus years or 50-plus years. It's been a hell of a ride. It really has. I want to thank you, and I'm going to congratulate all the other inductees also. Thank you very much.